This past week, I had to spend 5 days in Los Angeles. And I was excited to be there. I had to meet with clients. I had to get some work done. I was really, really happy to be back in the city. I do enjoy Los Angeles, regardless of what I say. I just don't like the prices and the low quality. Regardless of what I say, I like LA. I just hate the high prices and low quality. But I was in West Hollywood, and look at these prices in West Hollywood for gas. Look at the prices. So whenever I drive up from Mexico to Los Angeles, I always stop and get gas at Costco before I enter Los Angeles because I know it's $1 more. So last weekend I was there, I think it's the same price, like $3.20, $3.19, but you can see here $3.16. So Costco in general has really, really good gas prices. So when I stopped at Costco the first time, I put in like $45, $50, and that will fill up my tank. $45, $50 will fill up my tank. After 1 week, 5 days of driving in Los Angeles, I was pretty much on E. And I was so hoping that my car would last until I could get back to Costco Signal Hill so that I could get some gasoline. But overall, just driving in Los Angeles, waiting in traffic. There's a stop sign or a stop light at the end of every block. There's so many people walking around. So just being stuck in traffic an hour or two each way, I spent roughly $100 in gasoline. And it was horrible. It was so horrible because when I drive, let's say, from Playas, Tijuana to Los Angeles, generally only stay a day or two. And let's say I put $50, $60 in my gas tank, and that's enough for me not only to make the round trip plus run errands in LA, but also it's enough for me to make that trip back to Signal Hill. So it's like one full trip and a trip back to Costco in Signal Hill. $60 roughly is enough for that. This time I spent $100 in gasoline, and I always try to figure out why I was so broke in Los Angeles. I had no clue where my money was going. I was so poor, and now I can say that because I'm not poor anymore, but I was so poor. I could never figure out where my money was going. And I don't work with the type of clients or go to the type of places where I can take the metro system, legitimately take the metro system and be thought of as a credible person. I have to drive to these locations. And at some of these locations, you have no option but to pay to park. And you hope, it's like a garage and not valet. So not only did I have to have a car, I had to go to places where there are a massive amount of traffic. And to appear to be somewhat credible, you can't take the metro. You can take the Uber, but Uber also gets stuck in traffic. Lyft gets stuck in traffic. So there's no getting around this traffic. And sitting in traffic with your car, it burns more gas than driving on the freeway. So just driving to LA, running my errands, doing my work for about 2 or 3 days does not cost that much. It actually costs less than having to be in Los Angeles 5 full days sitting in traffic. So get this, driving from Mexico to Los Angeles, and running your errands in Los Angeles for 2 days, 3 at the most, is cheaper than living in LA and sitting in traffic an hour and a half each way. So it's actually cheaper for me to drive from Mexico. Cheaper. Can you believe that? So $100 in gas, I was so shocked. I was literally shocked that I spent that much money. And I never could figure out why I was broke. That is one of the reasons I had no money in Los Angeles.